The long life of a project like Monarch often starts with a moment. And that moment was a phone call from Don O'Rourke.
We've been walking past this site since 1973. So this site and land is very familiar to us. It's a wonderful parcel of land, 3 acres, 130 metres of river frontage, all facing north, straight down the river towards the city.
It's a great tradition that really goes deep into history of bends in rivers being really fertile places. The motion of the river shapes the landscape around it.
The site already looks down 2 reaches of the river. That's so special, especially to people that love the river.
Toowong is a story that is just starting. It's about the Queensland lifestyle, enjoying the views, enjoying the cosmopolitan nature of the inner city. There's all the shops, but there's also a railway station, which sits under Toowong Tower. There's also a ferry, which sits just down from the site, and there's busways. So you can walk everywhere, or if you need to go further afield, there's lots of public transport, and it's only a couple of kilometres from the city along Coronation Drive, so if you're driving in, easy to get everywhere. We have a wonderful old building called Middenbury, which has been covered up for the last 50 or 60 years. We're going to expose it and bring it to life, so people will be able to have a coffee or a meal without leaving the Monarch precinct.
It was interesting having Middenbury House on the site already was important in the history of Brisbane and the area, and using that as a template in terms of scale for the way that the towers are proportioned.
The first thing to note is the interesting floor plate and the way the 2 buildings speak to each other with that floor plate.
These plans really explore ideas that are not readily conventional, and they are all about the topography of the land.
The residences within the towers fit within that landscape and the future landscape across the site as a riverbank edge.
One home within the plan is not like its neighbour, and they are then set almost on the map of that part of the city to look at views into the site and beyond.
We took inspiration from the riverbank, and when we started working on the interior fit outs, we were really mindful that the interior palette had to be high quality, but really simple and pared back. It was really important that residents could overlay their personality and their objects to create their own space and to create their home. So when you look at these palettes, you'll see that they're a combination of porcelains and stones and timbers. These feature tone colours do tie in with the external facade veil, drawing in some of those features into the apartment interiors, and they sit beautifully against the simple palette and allow the light-filled feeling to come through into the apartment.
The concept of a Queensland lifestyle, indoor-outdoor living, is really played out with the ability to open these apartments up.
You'll see evidence of some really fine thinking about tactility, and to sort of suggest almost social engineering has guided our drawing.
The Hutchins-CPG relationship is very, very important. Our companies have worked together for more than 35 years. Hutchins builds all of Consolidated properties, projects.
Hutchins was started by my great-grandfather. We work on repeat business, and so if there's any problems in the units, we'll fix them.
Scott's done lots and lots of these scale projects around the country, so the good thing is this one isn't going to be your first.
It needs attention and quality and focus on detail.
The experience of John Wardle Architects, the experience of Hutchins and CPG, the 3 of us working together as a team, not only unlock Monarch's potential, but also create a wonderful place for people to live that are perhaps already living in the area.
So that size and that close to the city with the river, there won't be another site like this.